time, but she was always doing something, you know,
like
to be the center, just anything.
Does it ever bother you? I mean, because in order to do what all of your sisters do, you have to have a certain amount of ego and a certain amount of the desire to be the center of attention. You know, I mean, I understand that. So
Slightly masochistic.
you can't do this every day unless you enjoy being seen by people. You just can't do it. You can't get up on stage and sing like that and perform like that. So has that ever gotten on your nerves, Paula?
Well, it's embarrassing to know that that sick part of me exists, you know, that
Yeah.
that wants that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's there. I can't deny it. Else I wouldn't be doing it. I mean, it is a lot of emotional trauma and stuff. A lot, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
is it emotionally traumatic?
well, maybe it's different because maybe it's different for me. I don't know. You guys talked a little bit about what you're doing, but like I'm trying to do something right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm trying to model, so it's hard because I'm putting myself in the same place where she is.
So when you see Madonna on stage and in all of her videos, is there there's a hint of envy, or more than a hint, Paula?
Well, yeah, sure. I mean, everybody wants their own level of success, whatever they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have that in your life, it doesn't matter whether they're famous or not. I mean, you know, I have other successful brothers and sisters, and I may be just as envious, but maybe it's not so apparent because nobody knows about what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. Have there ever been discussions about how the fame of your sisters is affecting the rest of the family? Do you ever talk about it?
It's not really a natural power because the power that they get outside of the family tends to come home with them.
Okay.
You know, so whenever they come home, there's always this barrier. You have to get through the barrier, then you can start talking to them. And let's face it, when you get in a situation where you're being treated, you know, really well a lot, it's really hard to put it aside and just be a person.
Yeah, to get in there and wash the dishes after Thanksgiving dinner.
And it's also hard to talk to that person as a person if they're not willing, you know, to...
Uh-huh. You know, when you think of your sister and what she means to you, there's something that strikes in your heart and you think, what?
I have moments that I remember her and I really admire her for when we were growing up. And this one specifically sticks with me. We were riding our bikes on what was called Eagle Hill. And there was a path, a skinny little path like this. And it was me and her and all the guys, like all my brothers. And she rode her bike down it and mercilessly tumbled in a patch. And but she did it. I walked my bike down and she rode it down, and I just was really... I admired that so much. I just thought it was great, even though she was just totally top.
And Madonna.
On the 16th of June, 1992, Madonna turned up on the Arsenio Horse Show with her showbiz pal, Rosie O'Donnell.
What? Listen, a big fly. It threw up on her ear and flew away. What the? Did you see
The friendship between Madonna and Rosie is really interesting because Rosie is like your next door neighbor. And the fact that like her and Madonna were such pals, it sort of was like this other side of Madonna that she would never show you, yet it's kind of coming out through Rosie.
Oh my God.
Only Rosie O'Donnell could get away with making fun of Madonna to her face.
Look around. Everywhere you turn, you see her. She's a big phenomenon. But you know that she cannot even tinkle unless the cameras are on.
Her take on Vogue was a gentle jab at Madonna's larger-than-life image.